This is now the Wednesday View. Good evening, Andrew. Go on, talk us through your first win of the season.
And also a correct prediction by yours truly, as you know, a 2-0 thumping. Certainly, we turned up that day for the first time this season. Danny Rohl's first home match. We had over 29,000 at Hillsborough, so Rotherham being fed to the Lions there. They brought about 3,000 in fairness to them. And I know the Rotherham guy was very sort of hopeful they were going to win there last week. But they never got a look in. They never got a kick. They did not have one shot on target the whole match. We went for them from the word go. The early goal settled the nerves. We won the game 2-0. It could have been 5-6-0. I was happy it was 2-0 because I predicted 2-0, so I wanted my prediction to come out. And trust me, I said, save our goals, don't get them all at once. Save them for Bristol City and Millwall. And trust me, both those teams are going for a big surprise.
The worst start to your campaign, your 156-year ended in the 13 game run. What do you start? I know it's early days, but what are you starting to see that's different? What imprint is Danny Rohl putting on this side?
Well, it was the determination, the passion, the excitement, and of course the early goal helped because of the crowd really getting behind them, and it was like chaos there. Absolutely, the fans superb, and the attack, the movement was flowing. Movement, the defence were tight. So there was no chance of Rotherham getting through, getting any shots on targets. Cameron Dawson's easiest game of the season, really. And that's bearing in mind Rotherham had just drawn at Southampton and beaten Coventry, so they were on a good run of their own. So they obviously thought they were going to just turn up and roll us over. But trust me, we are turning the corner big time. I'm hoping we're going to go on a Middlesbrough type run. That's what I said to you was the plan before, because they were, when we drew with them since then, they then won 5 or 6 on the spin, I think, before they lost last week. So we need to be doing that as well. So I'm looking very much at 3 points at Bristol City for sure, and I'm hopeful to carry it on against Millwall. Yeah, most certainly.
Just a word on Masuba. How good is he?
Well, he's been making the goals. He made both goals last week. He's very effective going forward now. He's getting his confidence up. Obviously, these players have got the skill. They need the confidence to go with it. They need to see results, which, rewarding their performances. And at last, it finally came right. Okay, it's only Rotherham, people might say, but Rotherham, are no mugs. I'd say they were a decent run. And the way we played, if we play like that the next couple of games, I'm very, very hopeful. This team, keep the same team together, their quality. Turn up like that, we do the business.
Okay, does it need to change anything now that you're away from home against, a Bristol side that are pretty handy and can run at you and run at you? Does he need to change the side or keep the same 11?
I would say we've got to go there looking for a win. We can't go there and sort of try and play out a sort of draw or just be defensive and try and catch them on the break. I think we need to go in there, sort of be positive. I think to ourselves, this is a game which is winnable. Strike while the iron's hot, especially as they've just had their injuries. Okay, your man there saying they're going to have a few back this week. We'll see. But they are without a manager. Nigel Pearson was a great captain for Wednesday. I knew him very well when he was there with us. And many of us wanted him as our manager many years back, but he wouldn't come to Sheffield, he said, because he didn't want the hassle with the local rivals. Of course, it was a double whammy for me last weekend, us winning and Sheffield United getting thrashed 5-0, so that was all good news. So this is the best chance to play them. It's the best time to play them before they get a decent manager, obviously, in place. So we've got to take advantage. Simple as that. Go there and do the business. Okay. Deliver.
Let's get some score predictions. Sam, what are you going with? Bristol City against the Wednesday.
Do you know what? I'm going to put my head on the line here. I'm going to go with a 4-1 win for Bristol City.
Why do the comedy here?
Go on then, Andrew. Come back at that.
Well, that was mighty close to a score because I'm going back in history long before a man's days there. The first time Wednesday and Bristol City were playing each other was actually the 1970-71 season, the year we just come down from the top flight in those days. It was in the second division of old, and we did the double over them that season. I was a very happy bunny, but the following season, they did the double over us, including a 5-1 win at Hillsborough, which really haunted us. That was a nightmare. But trust me, this coming Saturday, we're going there and we're going to win. I'm going to go for 2-0 again. 2-0, double whammy, and thank you very much, 3 points. And we're on our way. If only we'd have beaten Huddersfield at home. If we'd have beaten Huddersfield at home, we only drew 0-0, we would be within 5 points of them now, fourth bottom. So this would be a real chance to get within 2 points of them if Watford can do them. So we are going for it. Don't write us off.
Yeah, it's still in November, isn't it? And I read that the Boney M classic "Daddy Cool" has now been repurposed by Wednesday fans, and they're now singing Danny Rohl's name to the "Daddy Cool" song, which is yeah, fan brilliance. Listen, both enjoy the game. Nervous as it will be, I'm sure, but we'll catch up with you both next week. It's going to be 2-0 to someone. Let's see if I know who. All right, see you both. Cheers.
Thank you.
Thank
Cheers.
you. Take care.
And you.